In the depths of the ocean of disappointments lies a dream worth sinking for. The piece I'm going to perform is called Friends, and it's for a few friends of mine. Befriending someone new, it's an art known to few. I wish to know it too, so I stood in the queue. And what all I learned, I'll share with you. In the first meeting, you're standing on a thin line. You could be the best coffee in the world, but they might like wine. So you try to agree with them and act benign. But don't agree too much and start to whine. You weigh each and everything you're going to say, every song you will play. You look at their Doomsday t-shirt and say, my absolute favorite movie is Doomsday, even though what you actually love is 50 Shades of Grey. We want to keep our best foot forward without wondering what happens afterward, like their validation is the only thing about which we are bothered. Is friendship a territory just meant to be conquered? No one writes letters anymore. Writing letters is such a bore. Everyone is busy increasing their PUBG score, skipping all their lunches, playing with their hunches until you get a winner chicken dinner. Then you look at yourself in the mirror, all alone, your smile becomes dimmer, cause it's 3 in the night and you actually missed your dinner. So this is what I do when I meet someone new. I tell them my name, ask them where they grew. I say something about the weather, say I like my sky blue, a little talk here and there and the small talk is through. Then I ask out of nowhere, what is your worstest fear? The surprise on their faces is so clear. Most smear a smile, say the question is so queer, and start looking for a new topic away from it to steer. Then because the question did cross every emotional boundary and attempted to jump all the mundane talks of laundry, I subtly insist again, tell them they can trust me, and I'll understand if it's too sensitive or early. I catch their eyes looking at the time on the clock, deciding between answering or escaping the trap I have chalked. Once in a blue moon, someone does trust me enough to talk and show me the most vulnerable roads that they dread to walk. I met this stranger traveling in the rails, and this is how he shared his tale. When I was 7, I got really ill, but our house had too many holes for doctor's fees to fill. By noon, when my body was hotter than the grill, my father bought the village doctor who lived down the hill. 3 visits to the hospital and a week of burning later, my fever had receded and the old man was about to return to his equator. My father thanked him countless times, said he would pay him later, and bent down to touch his feet like he was our creator. Out of the dimness of the single bulb that was burdened to light, I opened my eyes, my heart broke 1,000,000 times at the sight. My parents were counting jewels, have to swallow their pride. That was the first time I saw my father cried. This stranger from across the table who has just shared his life lifts his head, looks at me and says, the thoughts cuts like a knife. The helplessness of that day fills me with such grave agony. My worst fear is not to be able to provide for my family. After this conversation, this one single instant of brutal honesty in a world where everyone is so distant, I tell them what them scares me. My insecurity is persistent, and now we can talk about anything. We are no longer hesitant. I remember all the top secret meetings we held in library, like we were secret agents and conspiracies were reigning. I remember how I watched Homecoming thrice, each time with someone so important in my life. I remember the first time we went for a trip. It was so impulsive and the adventure was goddamn lit. Everything we did together, learning how to sort, to waking up at morning and watching the sunrise from the fort. So this is my secret, why I don't have to wait so long to blend. Having some little secrets in between, that's how you make a friend. Thank you.